first speaker today is Tony Jupp. Tony's the Arid Lands Project Manager for the Nature Conservancy. Tony's worked as a conservationist for most of his 30-year career, including at Perth Zoo, WA Department of Parks and Wildlife, and as a Director and Advisor to State Environment and Forestry Ministers. He's also been a science teacher and a Corporate Communications Manager. Tony joined the Nature Conservancy in May 2014 in his current role, based in Perth, and he works with partners to improve landscape-scale conservation outcomes for Australia's arid lands. Tony has tertiary qualifications in zoology, education and business administration from the University of Western Australia. And today we'll be presenting with Leah Robinson and Renette Willer-Lang from the KJ Women's Ranger team.
I'm here with the Martu Rangers this morning to talk to you about our Martu Living Deserts Project, or Warranpakana in Martu language. This paper was co-authored by Peter C., who's the CEO of KJ. To start off, we're going to show a very short 2-minute video that gives you a bit of an overview of the country and the project.
Parayan gunjan wanam, parayanin. Nunila tuji parayan gunjata, nuwana.
KJ is a Martu organisation employing over 275 Martu in a suite of cultural and environmental programs.
It gave a lot of young people jobs and the opportunity to work alongside of elders. So this program really gave us something, I hope. We got it in your mind, we still got it. Now, the brain, in our spirit, big land, Bangan,
it's really all about showing us, the younger generation, where our grandparents been, where they have actually lived, where they travel along. That way you'll know where you come from, and it will just make us proud.
Ayon bala joya rin kaya natin pa yan. Malawan na tayo. Ilan naman doon. Kanya mag- Orang mana. Na uya jom. Yung maya pere bay. Pondogal gan dulu.
So, thank you. So that is just a 2-minute trailer for a full 30-minute documentary. And Tristan Cole down the front here from KJ, who's wearing the KJ shirt, has got a few copies of that DVD. So if you do want a copy of the full DVD, you can get that one off Tristan, or it's also available to view from the KJ website. So the project is a partnership between 3 main organisations: the Nature Conservancy, that I'm representing here today, BHP Billiton, and Libby Ferrari from BHP is in the audience. I'd really like to acknowledge the fantastic support of BHP over many years with this project, and the Martu people, of course, as represented by Ganyanimpa Julkapa, or we'll call them KJ, as everyone does from now on. So the project exists to conserve the environmental and social values of Martu country for Martu people and all Australians. So where is Martu country? It's in the east part of the Pilbara. For thousands of years, the Martu people lived in the western desert of this region of Australia, and in 2002 they were granted exclusive native title for that region, which is the native title distribution area. Native title determination area, which is this line here, and that is 13.67 million hectares, not counting the national park, Kalamili National Park in the centre. That's twice the size of Tasmania, or when I'm in America, that's the size of the state of Alabama. It's a big area. It's 5.4% of Western Australia, and it's part of the largest intact desert on Earth, as we've heard a number of times this week. And it's home to just about 1,500 people who live mostly in 4 communities. Jigalong, which is just outside the native title determination area, the communities of Punmu, Kunutwarrigi out on the Canning Stock route, and Bangor, which these 2 ladies' ranges are from. They live in Bangor. And Bangor and Punmu are technically within the borders of the national park. It's an area of outstanding ecological value. There are 15 species of state, national or international significance, 15 animal species. Animals like the brush-tailed mulgara, the greater bilby, the northern marsupial mole, the black-flanked rock wallaby, the northern quoll, perhaps the night parrot, Australia's most enigmatic bird, which was seen in 2006 just to the west of the native title determination area by some biologists from Deepore, so it could possibly live there. The great desert skink, and an endemic species such as the lake disappointment ground gecko, one of those beautiful Australian names for animals, and 30 plant species of state, national or international significance as well. The northern quoll, this is a northern quoll selfie taken in a camera trap in Carlamilli National Park this last year, so it's a species only just been discovered, at least by Western science, in this part of the country. So the project is based on a Healthy Country Plan, which is a tool developed by the Nature Conservancy to help Indigenous people articulate what they want to do with their land. And the Healthy Country Plan, when it was developed, identified a number of values that the Martu wanted to protect. Those values included traditional culture and ecological knowledge, or their Ninti, Martu having livelihoods based on that country and on their Ninti, cultural sites, threatened fauna such as the animals we just talked about, waterholes and water sources, salt lake systems and clay pans, and bush foods traditionally harvested by Martu people. So these are the values that Martu said they wanted to protect. But those values are threatened, and the threats include feral herbivores like camels and donkeys, and I'm going quickly because we only have 10 minutes, altered fire regimes which are dominated by large summer hot wildfires, knowledge not being transferred down to younger generations, feral predators such as cats and foxes, invasive weeds such as buffel grass, inappropriate development which threatens cultural values, new unplanned roads when they occur, unauthorised tourism, Martu no longer living on their country is of course a threat to it, and climate change, potentially making the area hotter than it already is, especially in summer. So the project with its partners is working to address those threats and to protect those values. And in the time we have, I'm just going to talk about some of the actions and some of the results that have been achieved. So we're managing threatened species. We're controlling feral animals. So far the project has killed 26,000 camels and 2,000 donkeys, removed those from Martu country. And the area baited for feral cats is now extended to 40,000 hectares, primarily in the remaining habitats of black-flanked rock wallabies, which now number 8 separate populations on Martu country. We're conducting cool season burning that are smaller and less intense than hot summer wildfires, as we've been hearing about all through this conference. And they result in a more diverse range of habitats which protects threatened species. And the cool season burning is now amounts to 170,000 hectares a year, burning in this cool season done in this traditional manner. We're cleaning and looking after, when I say we, I mean the whole project and all the partners. We're cleaning waterholes, and in particular this is the role for the women rangers. More than 70 waterholes have been cleaned, and in combination with the control of camels, this has resulted in a sustained supply of high high-quality drinking water for the wildlife. Some of the waterholes are really small. Feral camels can even die in them. So if a waterhole the size of a camel, you can imagine once a camel dies in it, is no longer suitable for wildlife to drink from. The waterhole database now contains more than 1,100 different water sources, and 441 of these have a GPS location documented, many of those with the help of helicopters in determining that. We're protecting threatened species like the bilby and like the black flank rock wallaby. Another selfie here from a camera trap. The black flank rock wallabies includes a translocated population which was done with the help of the Department of Parks and Wildlife. The rangers are also engaging more with tourists, especially as their confidence grows, and giving presentations and checking to tourists on the canning stock route and checking their permits. But finally, and probably most importantly, it's the social return on investment. And I know Fred Chaney spoke about this on Tuesday when some of us weren't here, we were in a separate workshop. This was really important for the project. Over the last 5 years, more than almost 350 Martu have been employed by KJ in the Ranger program, making them the most important employer of Martu people by far. Research conducted by Social Ventures Australia has demonstrated that over the last 5 years, KJ's on-country programs, including the Martu Living Deserts Project, have delivered a wide range of positive social, economic and cultural outcomes. They estimated that this value to be worth $55 million over those 5 financial years from a $20 million investment. That's a social return on investment of 3 to 1. That is, for every dollar invested, $3 worth of social, economic and cultural value was derived, and that's not counting the conservation value. And Martu people are the primary beneficiaries of these benefits, of this value. The Australian and the West Australian governments also benefit through reductions in justice and welfare costs. So to finish on, the ladies are just going to talk to you about a couple of slides, and Renette is first going to talk to you about this slide.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Young people and old people needing in Lajo, Gigi Gaja, and together, and we love it. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Renette. Just pointing out the importance of the elders and the young people working together. And Leah's going to talk to us about this slide.
Yeah, that's all the lady rangers and working. We love it.
So the program started out, I think, has 5 men's ranger teams and now a number of women's ranger teams as well. And as Leah said, the women love it, and they do separate types of roles and sometimes cooperate together. So just to finish, the Nature Conservancy and BHP Billiton are really proud to be supporters of the project and of KJ and the Martu people in delivering real benefits for conservation and for the Martu people and their country and culture. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Tony and Leah and Renette. Look, it's tremendous to see that work. It's just mind-blowing for you to show us that. So we do have time for at least, well, one question anyway. There must be one somewhere.
Yes.
Ian Houston, Longreach. Are there many people coming through on the canning stock route, and what's the nature of the interaction between they and the Martu people?
The actual numbers would be, I'm looking at Tristan.
It's somewhere between 7,000 and 9,000 vehicles a year.
7,000 and 9,000 vehicles a year. So those who do the right thing take out a permit to do that. They come down if they're sane in the non-hot season. Sometimes they come down in the hot season when they shouldn't be, because it's not a place to be. And the Martu do check on their permits. They tend to congregate around waterholes and the camping sites. And the Martu then are interacting with them. One of their vehicles has a screen. You pull down the screen, project the movie onto it, and they show the Martu films like we've been looking at, interacting with those tourists at night. And both parties really benefit from that. The Martu have a leadership program which takes them all around Australia learning about different ways, whitefellow ways and other Aboriginal ways, and through that program really building their confidence to be able to speak. It's really scary speaking to a big room like this today, but their confidence in engaging with those tourists has really improved, and the tourists really benefit from it. Thank you very much.
Good, thanks, Tony.